All right, y'all. Hey, I'm honored, man. This episode right here is very, very overwhelming for me because I grew up on this guy's music and got me through a lot. Um, I'm Pop.
I'm sorry.
I think he mind me and Mom got to talk about it, but we gonna see. But y'all, welcome to the show, man. Lyrical, come from a group that's pioneers of this hip hop thing, man. 2-time Grammy winners, man. Speech from Arrested Development, man. Welcome to the show.
Salute.
So, we got some stuff lined up. I definitely got some questions for you, man. First off, I just want to ask you, man, what you got going on right now, Speech, man? Did you want to tell the audience, man? I want to bring you on and highlight some of the things you may be doing.
Word up. So right now we're excited. I mean, we have a brand new album out. It's called Adult Contemporary Hip Hop. It's got about 20 tracks on there. And some people that's heard it are saying it's album of the year.
Mm.
In fact, it dropped July 4th, and people were saying album of the year even in July. And a lot of people are still saying that now that we're in September. It's a lot of records that have dropped this year, a lot of great music. So I'm just grateful for the response people are giving. And, simultaneously, we're doing a lot of shows. We just did a huge show, about 10,000 people, record number of people um, in North Carolina just this past weekend. And then another show this past weekend in DC, or DC, actually more like Maryland area, which was incredible. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of shows at the second half of this year, and it's been incredible, man.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hey, listen,
that's cool.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I heard album of the year, and I'm thrown. I'm like, okay, well, and hopefully, everything push. I know you make great music, it trains the mind, man, for the right things. We
Hmm.
are you hip hop to me. So, it's
Thank you.
like we kind of got a little bit off track with some of this music that we hear today. But everybody that knows about Arrested Development knows that, man, y'all put out positive, great vibing music. I actually posted having you on the show on my personal Facebook page, and people were just saying, man, that's feel good music. That's what it
Man.
was, feel good music. And
Word
that's where
up,
we
man.
at with it. So,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
respect that. Congrats.
thank you.
Man, listen, man,
Thank
you
you.
done rocked out with people like Shaka Khan, uh, the Parliament. You know,
Yeah.
you even rocked out with James Brown, man. Tell me how that feels, man. Like, who can say I rocked out with James
Not
Brown?
too many people.
No.
It's always amazing to be able to perform with legends that you grew up loving. You know what I mean? I grew up listening to Parliament Funkadelic and in my headphones just playing songs back to back, just listening to every nuance of their songs and like just loving what they were bringing to the world. And then you get a chance to perform with them, which I've had a chance to do numerous times now. It's just it's sort of like a touch me because is this real, or pinch me, is this real moment? You know what I mean? Um, it just feels crazy because we've rocked with James Brown, who's obviously one of the best artists that's ever existed, and so many people like Michael Jackson have been influenced by James Brown.
Yeah.
Um, and then of course Shaka Khan. I'll never forget. We did a show together in Japan. I was doing a solo show, and she flew out to do a show right after us with Herbie Hancock.
Oh
And
man.
it was a jazz set that she did. And I believe Diana Krall was supposed to do the show. She couldn't make it. So Shaka Khan came at the last minute. Anyway, she tore down the place. And I'll never forget, she got off stage. She was still sweating and the crowd was still cheering. And she looked at me and she said, Speech, how did I do? And I
Oh
was
man.
like, Shaka, you can't even understand what you're asking me right now. Like,
Ooh.
you did so well. But the fact that you're still so humble that you would ask me how you did great. Like you crushed it. You did so well. I was just floored by her humility and by how much she had still accomplished in this world and yet have a great heart about it. So I mean, I've had stories like that that I could tell all day long, you know, meeting
Mhm.
No,
Prince,
that's
meeting
cool.
Michael Jackson. I mean, so many people, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
You met Michael Jackson speech.
I did. I met
So
Michael Jackson at the
so so
Grammys.
so did he hit you with the infamous voice or did he hit you with the real one?
Now, I didn't get a chance to talk to him. We just met. So like we shook hands and just dapped each other up. So I didn't get to hear that the low voice that people talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, was he
You know
cool?
that
Speech was he cool? It's like how was his aura, man? Was he cool?
he was mad cool, man. And to
Michael
be
Verno like
as
me, we cool.
No, come on,
to
man. Yeah,
to
Hey,
to to
hey,
be
what I
through
was
what
gonna
he's
say.
been through in this world, to be as cool as he was, I was just blown away, man.
Hey,
yeah.
you know what I was gonna say? I would really love to be speech, and you better not tell your mom when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
When he met Shaka Khan, I grew up loving Shaka Khan. Jesus.
Yo,
Yep, snitch. I'm snitching.
Shaka's beautiful. Yep, yep. Shaka's everything,
Oh
man.
man, you got your questions for speech.
Hmm. Oh, so Speed, you a pioneer legend in the game, right? My question is, what does that mean to you?
First of all, it's flattering because you know I believe in legends and I believe in people being pioneers, people charting new territory. And when people say that about me, that is like one of the biggest compliments because I know how special that is. You know what I mean? Because I
Right.
believe in that for others. You know, so it feels really great. It feels like I've accomplished, you know, some of the things that I would hope to accomplish in this music world. And yeah, it makes me feel really good. And that's what it means to me too. It's like it's an honor. It's a compliment. It's one of the biggest compliments you can have, you know.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
cool.
who really like? I know it's always a gumbo of people that inspire you. Like when I was playing football, I liked the Bo Jackson this and I liked the Barry Sanders. That you put people together.
Hmm.
Who was the number one influence for you that made you start doing music?
Now that's a good question, especially when you put the number one on there. If I had to say the number one, I would say Prince. Prince, you know, wasn't my first inspiration. It was Michael Jackson and the Jackson Five. That was my first um, big inspiration. But when you mix all the years together, I would say Prince is probably my biggest inspiration because he was such a he lived and breathed music. You know, he did so many different genres of music, rock, you know, soul, funk, jazz, and he played every instrument almost, you know, from horns to drums to guitar, bass, keys. And his songs were so prolific and so just the variety of what he put out there was so amazing. And his compositions were so complex and yet simple, and the world was able to relate to him. And then his performance is unmatched by any one person. I mean, he just was so amazing as one human being to be so
Yeah,
great. So yeah, Prince, I'll have to say he was probably my biggest influence.
that's dope.
That's cool.
That leads me to the game I usually play, and it's funny. But I'm gonna ask you without going into the game yet. You got you got Prince and you say you got Michael. You got which one you going to? Which one? Which if they say if they sitting in front of you and say speech we need a verse from you, but they say it only can go to Michael or Prince. Where is it going?
Wow, that's a great question. I say, you know, as much as Prince means to me, I think having a verse on a Michael song would have been something that you know what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
undefeated,
That's
man. That's
it's
undefeated.
undefeated.
like, you
Because
know,
I
what are
like
you
them
gonna
both
do?
too. I want to see where you was gonna go with it because it's
Yeah.
always confusing. It's just like the next question: who you taking, LeBron or Michael Jordan?
I'm not too much of a sports dude, so I'll say Jordan, but I ain't really deep into sports, so I mean I can't really
Yeah,
say
your
with
station
like
you be
you know
biased to that. I got it. I
exactly.
got it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Let me get one more about you, man, because I like throw randoms out there, but I try to match them with the character of my guests.
Yeah.
yeah.
Beyonce or Whitney Houston.
For me, it's gonna be Beyonce. Now, you know, like I'm
Mm.
married. I've been married for 30 years,
Okay.
and the woman that I'm in love with, her name is Yolanda, and her
Shout out to
favorite
yo.
artist was Whitney Houston, but now she loves Beyonce too. So for me, I would say Beyonce. My queen would probably say Whitney Houston. For me, Beyonce, I never was into her until her Beyonce album, ironically, which was probably about, I don't know, 10 years or so ago. I forget when she dropped the Beyonce
Mhm.
record. But it was pretty later on in her career. But that was the first time I really realized just how much of an artist she is, and how prolific and amazing she is. Like I knew she was great, but that's when I realized she was not only beautiful and could write a pop hit or be, sing on a pop hit, but I realized, wow, she's also just an artiste. Like this chick is really,
Who she
she's
is.
deep with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I love Beyonce. Yeah.
Got you. Got you.
That's
Shout out to
cool.
the
Yeah.
BI.
B.
With that being said, I want to know your worst moment in your career and your most highest point in your career. And how do you feel about, well, we'll answer them first, and then I want to go into a real serious question. Matter of fact, I want to ask that one right now because I just feel like it's just on my heart. The
Okay.
state of hip hop. How you feel?
I think the state of hip hop is on life support right now, and so when someone's on life support, you need the machine to keep you breathing.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if you unplug that machine, you die. And unfortunately, I think hip hop is connected to the corporate, um, greedy, uh,
Mhm.
non-music loving machine in order to survive. And that's a sad state for the music that I grew up loving and I still love to be in.
Yeah.
Um, I think the artistry is beautiful, but I think the mechanics of how to get that artistry out to the fans has been damaged a great deal. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I feel about the genre right now.
Okay.
Um, because I feel like we're no longer in that age where we're able to break music based on the quality of the music as much as how much labels are pumping into those artists and making them the hottest sort of artists of the moment. That's more so what we're facing right now, and
Yeah.
whether it's
Yeah.
radio airplay or whether it's you know
Mhm.
um uh like how much the label is going to put you on the playlist, on various streaming services, how much they're going to push you in pop culture and magazines and interviews and stuff like that. So, you know, I think it's unfortunately connected to
The
the
machine.
industry too much. Yeah, to
Man.
that machine.
Well, like I think you're 100% correct. And that's why I always feed in my son head. And when I talk to cats like Speech, I be feel like y'all need it because it's still that it's still them people that want to be educated, that can listen to music. Like we do a lot of things with autism. Like Jay has his own autistic clothing line that we just
Word.
LLC for his little
Wow.
brother. And we sell you can get from coffee mugs to
Water
to
bottles. Oh
water
yeah.
bottles, let me shout it out because we sponsored by the loveisdifferent.com. But them kids and them youth and them people that don't want to be savage and don't want to follow the machine, but want to be, that just genuinely love music.
Yep.
It still got to be you guys in there,
There.
at least trying to help the machine pump itself. Like if we put it on life support, y'all like the doctor standing there making sure it's running. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, I love that. I
so
love that. Yeah.
yeah. So I respect everything that you've done. Like you, brand Nubian from you guys to Tribe Called Quest. Like I was into all of that. I
Mhm.
Word
I
up.
remember listening to y'all, and I would have. I don't want to tell my age too much, but you remember the medallions with the African
Yep.
medallions with the colors on them.
I
I
remember
used
it
to be
very
one of
well.
them, and I was in the era when Flav had the clocks rocking all around here, you know.
Yeah, 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 no
So
doubt.
you are definitely a pioneer to it, man. And like I say, speech. Hopefully, you know, I don't want to never put nobody on blast, and because I never will, only for the love, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah,
blast you off with the love. You could be a mentor to my son, and I would really, really enjoy that. As many
word up,
people I've
man.
talked to have been around, and artists, and you know, it's just you. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Word up.
It's the things you've done. You know, it's what you represent, the music, the quality that he likes to put out and put in
That's dope.
people's ears
That's
that make
dope.
them do this. You'll be a dope mentor, Speech. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there in front of everybody. I would love it.
I salute, man. That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Sir.
So we'll try to stay connected. I know you're busy. You know, if you ever come up with something with Jay can come in and open up, like I say, Trick grabbed him up because he seen the potential in Jay. Well, Jay was different. You know, Jay got a Stellar Award, Speak,
Word
with the
up.
Detroit Youth
Congrats.
Choir.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Appreciate
That's
you.
So
dope.
they did a song called Glory. Glory, you know, they remade John Legend's song with Common. And Jay did the
Yeah,
rap verse in it with the Detroit Youth Choir from AGT. Shout them out. Shout out to Anthony White.
Mm-hmm. And
that's
why?
And they
dope.
got some Grammy shout outs, and you know, they ended up winning a Stellar with it. So, you know, Jay,
That's real dope.
yeah. So Jay really owned that, you know, and he
Yeah.
young, and we started this pod and he had his so everything you about here about. So that's what I was bringing up. Anyway, let's get back to
That's
you.
dope.
Yeah, let's get back. So your highest point in your career would be what you would think? Like would you share with the audience what was the time when you walked out on stage and say, "Man, this is surreal."
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a lot of those. I mean,
Yeah,
more than I can count.
yeah.
But the
Which
highest,
one
the
stands out?
absolute highest was back in 93 when we were touring on a tour called Lollapalooza. And Lollapalooza still exists right now, but
Yep.
it usually is just in one city, and it's sort of like about 20, 30,000 people, and it's incredible, stage to be on. Well, ours was as well. Ours, except, was in a new city every day. So it's 20,000 people every day, and we're going throughout the United States. And 1993, golden era of hip hop. Um, we're the only hip hop act on the entire lineup. So it's us, uh, an incredible ska group called Fishbone, one of my legends, and rock groups like Primus. Um, and it was an amazing tour. So we went on at about 3 in the afternoon. Like I said, 20,000 people, 30,000 people up in the crowd. And we were in Denver on this day, but we had booked two shows that day. So we had a show in Denver at 3, and then we had a show in my hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin at 7. And the 7 o'clock show in Milwaukee was in the stadium that I grew up watching all of the legends that I love. So like people like Run DMC was at this auditorium. It was another 25,000 seater. And so we got on stage at 3 o'clock, rocked the crowd, did incredibly well. Then as soon as literally the moment we got off stage, we all ran down to a police escort caravan that rushed us with the sirens on from the backstage area of Denver straight to the airport. We got on a private jet. We flew from Denver straight to Milwaukee. We got a police escort the moment we got off the private jet. We got a police escort to take us straight to the stage in Milwaukee. We had a sold out crowd. This is my hometown. I grew up here.
Ooh.
Everybody that I loved, everybody that saw me and believed in me as a young artist was at this, function, and it was sold out to capacity. And we're the headliners, and literally got right out of the police car, right up the stage, right onto the stage, and did our show,
Oh my
which
God. So it was just live. As
Yeah,
soon as you
yeah.
opened the door, it was like, let's go.
Anxiety flying straight out the door.
bro,
I just imagined it. That
it
probably
was literally no backstage hanging out, none of that. It was like just from show to show, like just action packed day. It was absolutely amazing. I've only flew a private jet twice, and that was one of those times, and it was
Oh man.
just I would have to say that was the highlight.
Hey
Um,
man,
the
That's
listen,
the the
the
cool.
tip top.
stories that you have, you could be boasting and be like, and that's why I've always followed you. Headliner, I always was like, I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I knew
thank
y'all
you.
was humble, man, and you was putting out good music. It was educational, it was fun, I'm gonna tell you, I used to be in class and me and my buddy be sitting there, man. Funniest thing, man. I want to share. It's kind of embarrassing that I'm
Oh
older,
God, man, you about
but
to expose yourself
yeah, I
again.
might as well have this funny. But yeah, sing the song. And he'd be like, and we had a teacher named Miss Wendell.
Oh, really?
So we'd
Nice,
be like,
nice.
so when she come in, we'd be like, here she comes, Mrs. Wendell. And she'd be like, you
Word
guys are
up.
on it again. And we used to just be on her, and
That's
we knew the
dope.
song Mr. Wendell, but we used to be like Mrs. Wendell, but we made her like the song so much that
Word
one
up.
day we come in and she was playing it, and it was just
Word
like,
up.
it was a little short white lady, probably never, listened to it, but
Right.
she said, I actually like it. And it was like,
Word up.
but that was one of my favorites, man. And then, people every day, you already know that's just, I play that to this day. It still make people happy. It still
Yeah, it
make people
does.
happy, man. So,
Yeah, it
and
does.
we just everyday people, y'all was
Yep.
just, we trying to be in this crazy world. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, all I want to do is say, man, I'm honored and thank you for
Honored.
coming on. I don't hold you too long. I like mix it up in my episodes. Definitely one of my favorite guests, man. Like I said, I wanted to get
Thank you,
you
bro.
on, let you, talk to you about my son, and hopefully we can stay connected on this, man. And
Definitely.
you can show him a few roads because it's the same road. You know what I mean? And
Word
he got
up.
his album coming out. We definitely about to. I'm gonna go grab your album, put it on all my socials, and make sure we keep it going.
Please.
I'm
Please.
always on that.
Please.
I tag you
Thank you.
on that, and it was a pleasure, man. Hey y'all,
The legend.
the legend
The legend
speaks.
speaks.
Arrested Development, baby.
Thank y'all, man. Appreciate you both, man. Stay in touch.
I
Definitely.
definitely will,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey, God bless you.
God bless, man.
Another episode of Papa
Thank you,
Son.
Speak.
Thank you.
Peace.